This video is nowhere near the length of the last one, so I'm sorry, but no coffee or blanket needed this time. Why do I think you guys should get into comp right now and finish your Crucible quests, especially for the Mountaintop and regarding the Pinnacle weapons? Anybody that's familiar with what's going on right now, which is the first week of May, and even including a few weeks before that, it's the Revelry. And I understand anybody that's familiar with it might be thinking I'm crazy. Why do I want to jump into Crucible when there's infinite skip grenades, suppressor grenades, arc souls, you name it? It's very enraging and very toxic, and I get that. But if you look at it a certain way, you can use this to your advantage. It'll actually help you finish the quest a little bit quicker. So I was waiting to finish my Mountaintop quest. I've hit the rank. I've gotten the Recluse. I've gotten the Luna. I never really wanted to pursue. Not forgotten. I just stopped. Just too much time, too much dedication. But for the Mountaintop, the quest line for the grenade launcher kills was just too much. And at the time of this recording, or a few days before this recording, because I got the Mountaintop yesterday, I needed 40% on my double kills. I needed 20% on my calculated trajectory kills, all with grenade launchers. And I kept going into casual, and it wasn't working for me. I decided to wait till Mayhem rolled around so I can get infinite tethers, drop them on the ground, try to get double, triple kills with the tether, which counts, but Mayhem doesn't roll around too much, and it's very situational. When I try that game mode out for this objective, it doesn't work too well for me. It's just better than casual. I decided, you know what, let me just try comp, because it's, I think triple or 5 times the amount of progress gain anyway, so what's the purpose of not trying? So I gave it a shot. I went through a few weapons and Guardians. I tried my Malicious Birthright, which I stuck with. I tried Ore-Wings at first, ended up replacing that with the Fighting Lion. And I tried Colony at first, and I ended up replacing that with the Play of the Game. Now, the reason I replaced the Colony is because when I was using the Colony, in my opinion, it's a very easy double kill machine if you time it right. It's just I found myself focusing on heavy, and there are matches that went by that I didn't get more than 1 or 2 grenade launcher kills. There's matches that went by that I never got a single heavy drop. Certain teams at the 2100 level, which is where I was when I did this part of the quest, unfortunately, and it's what game plays in the background, would lock down heavy. Now, if you wanted to try this and you're not up at 2100, maybe you just haven't played comp this season, you'll be at 0. I doubt teams are going to lock down heavy. It's going to be easy for you to secure the Colony. So if you wanted to give that shot, go ahead. But for me, it was Ore-Wings, Fighting Lion, and Play of the Game. Now, as I said earlier, I messed with a few Guardians, classes, subclasses, and exotics. But I eventually decided to use the Hunter for the tether reasons. I used the Class Ability Tonic for almost infinite dodges, which is key. And I used the Dragon Shadow exotic chest piece, which you can choose something different, but I found it worked the best for me. And the Dragon Shadow increases handling and movement speed when you dodge. So the purpose of this is to go infinite invis dodge to get almost infinite handling speed and running speed. It's just kind of a chain thing. So you would just continuously dodge around the map. And as for my results, I averaged about 7% in gain on double kills each game once I found this build. And I completed the trajectory kills really quickly. That wasn't an issue. But as I want to reiterate that this was around 2100, so it's not like they're uncoordinated teams. They're not the best, believe me, but they're not anywhere near the skill level of the people that you'd find at 0 or 100. You'd have a easier time and progress quicker than me if you started there. So, as I hinted on before, my strat was to play Lone Wolf. I ran around the map, rotating away from my teammates, constantly invisible so I don't show up on the radar. And I would try to flank the enemy team, get them caught in a team fight or down a hallway. And I would just jump behind them, shoot a couple grenades, and dodge again. Anytime my dodge was up, I would try to dodge if I'm navigating around the map. If I needed to reload, my dodge would be back, so I would reload there too. But the combination of constantly dodging and remaining invisible to flank worked really well. I didn't think it would work that well. And I ended up completing that final 40% I hit it on in about an hour or two after I figured out this build. With this strat, I found that I always placed top 2 on the team, which was very surprising to me. I didn't think I would do that well with triple grenade launchers in 2100 rank, but top 2 consistently, and then occasionally number 3, but I hardly placed last. And when I was using other builds, other exotics, other weapon pieces, I would be last place. So this build works pretty decently. I did lose a few games, but in my opinion, it was worth it because you played against weaker opponents. If you're looking to grind this weekend, though, I highly suggest running this build if you have it. It will help you. Now, I understand some of you guys might be like, why would I want to run this build if I'm not 2100, or why would I want to run this build if I never think I'm going to hit 2100, or I don't care to hit 2100, which is the last step of the quest. But if you finish, or at least progress, this part of any of your quests, the get kills with certain weapons, the hand cannons, grenade launchers, what have you, you'll do yourself a favor, because who knows, in 1 or 2 seasons you might get to 2100, and it's better to have the quest done and never get to 2100 than to get to 2100 and wish you had the quest done, because the quest is arguably the hardest part. So who knows, consider this maybe. I thank all of you for watching my video. This is the end of it. It's a short one. I hope this interests some of you all too. If this works for you, or you have any other builds that work for you, please drop it in the comments. Just like in the last video, I doubt any of you are going to watch this, so I just feel like that's a necessity to say. But yeah, just engage in the comments. Let me know what you think. Also, let me know how my content path is going. I'd like to get a good judge for who's watching my videos, or how many people are watching the videos right now, because this would be a good sign if I should continue to try to invest time in this content. Again, I thank you all, and I appreciate y'all, and peace.
Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Zone A lost.
Okay.
A well-fought victory.